This video is going to go over finding a missing piece of data when given the mean. In this example, Mike has an average of 88% on his first 3 tests. What grade does he need to score on his 4th test to have a final average of 90? Now, when you're doing these more advanced problems, you want to focus on the sum. The sum is the key to making this problem a little more straightforward. So, since Mike has already taken 3 tests, and he's going to be taking a 4th test, Mike has 4 tests overall. That means to find the average, you need the sum, and then you would divide the sum by how many there are. We're just going to do the opposite. We're going to work backwards. The sum would be all 4 tests times the average. So if I want all 4 tests to average 90, I would multiply 90 times 4. The tests need to have a sum of 360 because 360 divided by 4 would give us the average of 90. Once I know what the sum needs to be, I'll write a let statement for the one test I don't know. I will let x equal the score on that 4th test. Now I have all 4 tests. I can take my x, and since he has an average of 88 right now, I could do 88 plus 88 plus 88 to represent those 3 tests. But I'm going to take a shortcut. Instead of writing each of the 3 tests out, 88 plus 88 plus 88, I'm going to write that it is plus 88 times 3. 88 times 3 is a shortcut of doing 88 plus 88 plus 88. So this represents all 4 tests. The x is the test that Mike still needs to take, and the 88 times 3 is the total right now of what he has in those 3 tests. It's going to equal 360, since 360 is what we want the sum to be on all 4 tests. So to solve this, the first thing we do is we simplify. We would do 88 times 3 is 264. Copy everything on the left we did not use, that's the x. Copy everything on the right we did not use, that's equal 360. Then you find your variable, it's right here, it's an x, and you look at what is happening to the variable. It is adding 264. We'll do the inverse and adding negative 264. And whatever you do on one side, you have to do to the other, which means a negative 264 on the right. On the left side, we have 264 minus 264. They cancel out and equal 0. That activates the identity property, meaning that we now have x plus 0 is x. On the right side, you can't do 0, we go to subtract. You can't do 0 minus 4, so you borrow. You borrow from the 6 becomes a 5, and the 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. And then when you borrow to do 5 minus 6, you get 15 minus 6 is 9, and 2 minus 2 is 0. Which means Mike needs to get a 96 on the 4th test to have an average of 90 on all 4 tests. So again, you find the sum of the total of all you have. Since you want 4 tests, you find the sum of all 4 tests, then add all your tests together, make it equal what that sum is, 360. Solve the equation and you have the missing piece of data.